Excuse the interruption, but I'm Jake Hagler. Brooks, first Ray Lewis admits to using deer antler spray, and then Vijay Singh? Do you think this will work its way down to the high school level?
I'm Brooks Larson. What are you looking at me for? You accusing me of cheating? I'm 100% clean. Give me a cup. I'll prove it right now.
No way! It's Alex that I wonder about. There's no way he's muscled up like that just going to the weight room a couple times a week.
I've heard his medicine cabinet is bigger than his closet.
Welcome to ETI, boys and girls. Today's show, we've got boys and girls basketball predictions, Mr. Lindahl, and what's the grade. But we start out with boys basketball. Brooks, who is the toughest region in state?
You know, I'm going to have to say Region 7. I mean, they have Beulah at the number 1 spot in the state and Dickinson Trinity at the number 3. I would say they're arguably the best in the state, competing with Region 4, of course.
Yeah, how can you not say Region 4? I mean, you have North Star, who is number 2 in the state, Florence Minnewacan, who is number 5 in the state, and not to mention Carrington, who is ranked all year, basically, and the 99 state champs are also in our region, winning New Rockford.
So, Jake, who do you think will win the state tournament this year?
I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say Trenton. I think they're a surprise team. They're coming in 22-2. They had a very convincing win, 91-39 in their regional championship game. What about you?
You know, I'm going to have to go with Dickinson Trinity in this one. I mean, they're the obvious favorite, and they knocked off the number 1 team in state. Plus, the only 2 losses they have all year came from Beulah.
We'll go to girls basketball now. Who do you think is going to get out of Region 4 and make it to that state tournament?
You know, I'm going to have to go with Lakota Adams-Edmore again this year. I mean, they went last year, and I don't think they lost that much talent. Plus, it's anyone's region, and whoever comes to play will probably win it.
Brooks, where's the school pride? No faith in our girls? Don't count North Star out. I think we're in a surprise team and make that trip to Fargo for that state tournament. Now it's time for...
Mail time!
Brooks, EHS writes, do you think the teams going to state this year are truly the top 8 teams in North Dakota?
I'm definitely going to have to say no on this one. I mean, you've got the number 1 seed in Beulah, who got beat out by Dickinson Trinity, and you've got the number 2 team in the state in North Star, who got beat out by Fort Winds Minnewacan. Plus, I'm sure there's a lot of other good teams out there that had to stay home. And I think there's quite a few weak regions this year. Bison Guy asks, Jake, would you rather have Grafton's Cassie Thompson on the North Star girls basketball team or the North Star Sports Center team?
Well, she obviously is a great basketball player. There's not a team in the state that would not want her, but you know, I think I'd rather have our Sports Center team. She can do the girls' sports. She'd give the show a female perspective that we don't have right now.
But we've got Jessica.
Yeah, we have Jessica. Next question. Brooks, Ryan's Crazy's right. Who do you think should win Mr. Basketball this year?
You know, I'm definitely going to have to say Aaron Bergdahl on this one. I mean, the guy came back off of a hard-fought injury all year long. And he came back and he showed everybody what he's made of, in the B squad especially. I mean, he is a great player, and he deserves the best. Flip asks, Jake, how did you get John Gruden to do the first ETI show?
For the last time. That was not John Gruden. It was Daniel Grandy. Look, here's Gruden on the left and Dan on the right. They don't look alike at all.
Are you sure that's not Daniel on the left and Gruden on the right?
Brooks, Run for Fun writes, do you think Hagler's injury helped the team in the long run?
You know, I think it did. We had a lot of players step up and hit some big shots and big times in games. I mean, we went down to Grand Forks and played Cavalier, and I think we showed everybody that we can still play without Jake, even though he's the number 1 player on our team.
And now we'll take a break. Next, we'll have Mr. Lindahl and an interview.
The winter sports season is over, but we'll still have one last sports center to wrap up the season. Watch for it in the last half of April. Use the search tag NHSPN.
And now we are joined by head girls basketball coach, Mr. Lindahl. How do you think the season has gone so far, Mr. Lindahl?
Well, I think for our season this year, the consistency part of it has been a struggle. We have played well at times, we have not played well at times, and going into the regional tournament, if we could get a little more consistency, I think we'll have some good chances.
Now, I know you have coached both boys and girls basketball teams. What differences have you noticed between the two?
Well, probably the biggest differences would be the physical nature of the play between the boys and the girls, and probably after that maybe the pace of the game. But aside from pace and physical differences, I think coaching boys and girls are pretty similar. Both have the desire to win and work hard and work on fundamentals, so I think that there's a lot of similarities.
All right, now one more question. In your opinion, what do you think was the biggest game of the season?
Well, probably the win at Leeds versus Benson County. That was a big one to get us into the first place seeding, and the way the tiebreaker went, getting the first place seed in the tournament, and we didn't take advantage of that as we would have liked to with the loss to Benson County, but that got us up there where we wanted to be, and hopefully we'll be ready here for the regional tournament.
Thank you for being with us today, Mr. Lindahl.
Thank you very much.
Time for another break.
This is our last traditional ETI show, but stay tuned for a special prom and graduation edition of ETI. It will be on in late April, and you'll find it only on YouTube.
And we're back. Now it's time for What's the Grade? Grade up, Grandy.
Thanks, guys. What is your grade for Christian's head bob in the rugby game?
No, I'm going to have to give him a C-. I think he's going to get whiplash here one of these times, and he's trying to steal Colin DeLorme's signature move.
I got to give him a D+. I mean, you're a 25% three-point shooter at the time. Get real, kid.
The second one. What's the grade on Mr. Lindahl's dance in the Benson County game?
I got to give Lindahl a B on this one. I mean, he can still get up with the best of them, and you got to love the lefty fist pump.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to have to give him an A-. I mean, he's still got it. And I'm sure Mrs. Lindahl took him to some dance lessons back in the day.
Number 3. What's the grade on referee Robbie Peterson's misplay against Four Winds?
I'm going to have to give him a B. I mean, I'm sure he had a lot on his mind, and he only misses a select few.
I got to give him a C-. I mean, sure he missed the call, but at least he asked for help and got it right. That's the main thing here.
Let's wrap up the grading with Diesel's bank shot in the regional tournament.
I got to give him an A+. I mean, 2 points is 2 points in my opinion. I mean, do you know the degree of difficulty on that shot?
Yeah, you know, I'm going to have to give him a C. I mean, it was a great shot, but he should have at least acted like he tried to do it.
Well, those are some pretty lousy grades, so I hope you guys don't become teachers.
It's happy time, folks. Happy trails to Evan Lindahl. 12 years ago, you scored your 2,000th point on this shot. Add in over 1,000 rebounds, and you are in a very select few in North Dakota basketball history. But you're no longer the leading scorer in Candy basketball history, as Jake passed you midway through this season.
Happy anniversary, 2011 state champs. On March 5th, 2011, North Star put themselves on the map by having an undefeated season, 27-0, giving the town of Candu its first basketball state championship trophy, and Bisbee Egeland its second.
Happy birthday, Sarah Hager, who is 16 today. Good luck tonight in the district championship. Go get that victory. And now it's time for the big finish. Brooks, you notice anything different about districts?
Yeah, there was no light show. I mean, I was very disappointed. I look forward to it every year. I think Langdon needs to step it up and give the championship teams a show. Jake, who do you think the best mascot in the region is?
You know, there's a lot of good mascots in our region, but you gotta love the Rocket. I mean, that guy is always smiling. Brooks, Brad Brigdell's tournament beard, do you like it?
You know, I think that thing's out of control. But it's a lot better than Aaron's beard, and he's been working on it for 17 years. Jake, where is the best place to host a state beat tournament?
You know, you gotta go with Minot. It has a great facility, and you know, they really treat the players special, like they really belong there.
That's it for this show. We'll try and do better next time.
Good night, knuckleheads.
Good night, Candu.
The sports webcasting season is over, but we still have a few more events to webcast. The Prom Grand March will be streamed on April 20th starting at 8 p.m. The final concert of the year will be shown on May 16th at 7 p.m. And we may be webcasting graduation on May 26th at 3 p.m. Links will be on the North Star homepage on the day of each event.